This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so now we will learn about alphabets in French. You can see the screen?
Yes.
Very nice. So, good thing about French alphabets is when you know already English, it's easy. One thing is easier that it has same number of alphabets, 26. There are some characters I'll introduce. That's a different thing that I'll introduce you later on. But as of now, alphabets are same, and it's again 26 alphabets. Concept of vowels and consonants are also similar. That there are some vowels, there are some consonants. Number of vowels are a little more in French. We will learn which all. And we will also learn the pronunciation, which is a little different than English. Okay. So syllables are here, but I'll just try to pronounce it first once, and then next time you'll pronounce along with me. Okay. So first, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So anything that you noticed?
Yeah, they are pronounced slightly different from the English alphabet, and the sound is a little bit more soft, and it doesn't have any hard-hitting sounds like for T and U. And
Okay. Anything else, Jatin? You noted something?
Nothing else. Same as it's a soft sound. Reducing the hard words. So like that, hard sound is reduced more. English is similar to English. Like that. Nothing else.
Very good. So you are right, both of you. And sounds are soft in French. There is no hard sound. There is no hard sound alphabets. Other thing is that there are some alphabets which are pronounced similar to English also. Okay. But otherwise, most of them are little different. So let us practice along with me now. A,
Okay.
A,
A,
B,
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 C,
C,
D,
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 E,
E,
F,
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 G,
J,
J,
H,
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 E,
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 G,
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 K or K, K,
K or K,
K,
L,
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 M,
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 N,
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 O.
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 So you've noted all these 5 are similar to English. K,
Yeah.
L, M, N, O. Okay.
Okay.
Now P,
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 Q,
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 R,
R,
S,
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 T,
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 U,
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 V,
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 W,
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 X,
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 Y,
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 Z.
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 How is Z pronounced? Is it Z the or Z the?
The, no hard,
Z,
only
Z,
soft
Z.
sound. Z.
Z,
Okay, Z. No Z. Z.
Z.
The sound in Hindi, if you know, the, not
The.
the. Okay,
Yeah.
so softer sound, the, Z. Okay, so any guess which are vowels in French?
A, E, I, O, U, the ones that are highlighted in red here. A, E, I, O, U, and I think Y also is considered as a vowel here.
Yeah, you're right. So you guessed it correct. These are all highlighted. A, E, O, U, Y. Okay.
Okay.
So you see the pronunciation of A in English is A. Okay. So
Ah.
whenever you see any French words, if this alphabet is there, you will pronounce it as A, not A, not A.
Ah,
Okay.
Ah.
Ah. So if my name is there with Amitabh, it will not be Amitabh. It will be Amitabh. Amitabh. Okay.
Okay.
So similarly, for anyone like Abhishek, it will change as Abhishek. Okay.
yeah.
The French people will pronounce it like that. Now this one is Hindi first alphabet that you can take it as closer to that. Okay. This one is E. So here in English, you pronounce this alphabet as E, but when you use it in the word, there will be different kinds of sounds. But here, this one is not pronounced as E. It is pronounced as and I is E in French. Okay.
Okay.
So pronunciation is used also like E in French. It is pronounced as also E, used also as E. It is pronounced as A, so it is either silent with alphabet or it is pronounced as A itself at the end. Generally, what happens? It is a kind of silent alphabet. Like, for example, if there is any word where at the end there is E, so it is A. Okay, and it becomes silent at the end. And before that, whichever consonant is there, that is pronounced as full. Okay. There are some other rules also I'll explain you. So there are some different sounds there. Those one by one you'll try to understand. But as of now, just understand that this is as an alphabet. And most of the time, if it is at the end in any of the words, it will be silent. Okay.
Okay.
E is always pronounced as E in anywhere in this any word. Okay. O is O. U. U is little differently pronounced. U. So when you have TU in English, if you use TU, in French you will use T U, and together it will become Thew. Thew. Okay, not Tew. Thew. Yeah, your tongue should touch your teeth. Thew. Yes, very good. Way. Okay, sorry, I was teaching vowels, so we'll not go into consonant right now. Okay, so last one, the Y. Okay, Y as an alphabet is called as Y as a name. However, it is pronounced in any of the words. If it is used, it is pronounced as E itself, exactly like same sound. Okay, E. If you find it just single also, you'll pronounce it as in a sentence. If it is just written E, that means that is pronounced as E. Okay.
Okay. Just like.
So these are the major vowel. And how many of them are there? Instead of 5, 6,
6.
6.
right?
And I
Then,
wanted to ask, why is H highlighted?
yeah, so I was coming to that
Oh,
only.
okay.
So H is not a vowel, but it acts like a silent alphabet in French, okay? And most of the time it acts like a vowel in terms of different rules that we will teach you later on. So in most of the sentences, it will act like a vowel. It is not a vowel, but it is a muet. Muet means silent,
Fine.
okay? Silent alphabet. So if H is in the beginning, it will be silent. If H is anywhere else also in any of the words, it will remain silent. So H will not be pronounced and other alphabets will be together pronounced. Okay. So for example, if there is a, you know, a word which is hotel. Hotel is a word in English. In French, hotel. Okay. So these words are overlapped words which has either gone from French to English or English to French. That's why I was telling you to go through the videos. So overlapped words, what happens? There are influence between English and French, close by country, and sometimes France ruled England, some part. So there has been influence. So on hotel in French, it is pronounced as hotel. So H is silent there. Hotel is pronounced. Similarly, hospital comes hospital. Hospital, H is not pronounced. Hospital is pronounced. Okay. So similarly, there are many words where you'll
So
find
S is silent in hospital.
yes, S is silent. S becomes changes there. I'll teach that how it happens. Okay.
Okay.
So S changes to in these words. S changes to a kind of accent. Okay. Accent circumflex. We'll learn about that in the next further. Okay. So today itself, don't worry. So ash is called as ash, H in as an alphabet, but it is pronounced as
Silent.
what?
Child.
No
Ash.
pronunciation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pronunciation at all. So it will remain silent. For silent in French, word is muet.
Mute.
M-U-E-T. Mute. Muet, mute, silent alphabet.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'll stop the recording here for some time. Now, you guys practice this, these alphabets first. Few times, and then we'll move further. Where is the recording?
Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
So now I've listed down these words. So as you have learned the alphabet pronunciation now try to pronounce these words using those alphabet sounds.
Bonjour. Rue.
Hue,
Okay. Rue.
hue,
Shoe.
Comma.
comma,
Je.
je.
Okay. Je.
Is not a, remember?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Je.
Je.
Tu.
Tu,
Vous.
vous,
Il.
il,
Elle.
elle,
Nous.
nous,
Il.
il,
Elle.
elle.
Okay. Yeah.
So what have you noted here?
That
You see, there are a couple of, have you noted this? There are a couple of,
OUs. Vowels and vowels joined together.
yes, couple of vowels joined together. Vowels
Okay.
are in French called voyelle. Okay, so
Yeah.
as I'm teaching in English, so I'm also telling you in English. So vowel, there are two different vowels are also coming in couple of words, right? Like here in bonjour, here in no.
Even in Ru, right?
So what happens, the pronunciation of O and U together is U.
Ooh,
Bonjour.
bonjour. Ooh.
No.
No.
What about U and E
Where is that?
after bonjour? Ru.
Hue.
No.
Ryu.
So
Hue.
yeah, what happens, as I was explaining you earlier, this alphabet, if it comes at the end of any of the consonant, after consonant, and if it is at the end of the word, that alphabet will not have any of its own sound. So you forget about this in that case, it is not having any sound. So you'll pronounce only R, and U together. So it becomes
Crew.
few,
Few.
right?
Okay.
Similarly, you have pronounced here, you have not pronounced this as Eli, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is L.
L.
Why
L.
it is L? Because again, this
The
E,
last
last is silent.
side.
It becomes silent. Right? Now here, it is you have not pronounced as Alice. Why?
Because S is silent there.
Because first of all, S is silent. Then again, E is also silent, right?
Yeah.
So together, there is no pronunciation of these two alphabets. Then L itself.
Yeah.
So
L.
what we have
Okay.
noted here, you have already learned Ash is silent in anywhere in the world word. Then if S, X, Z, T, E, even P, okay, even these all alphabets comes at the end, you will find that they are all acting as silent alphabet. Okay, if it is coming at the end of any word. Okay.
Okay.
With E, what happens? There is another thing, is an alphabet, which is a vowel, right? The consonant one, if it is at the end, okay, it is not pronounced. The vowel, if it is at the end, what happens? This vowel E, if it is at the end, what happens? It doesn't have its own sound, but this alphabet completes the sound of its predecessor's alphabet. Means whatever alphabet is before this, it completes the sound of that alphabet. Getting it?
Oh, sorry, sir. Can you repeat that again?
Okay. So when this E is at the end, is at the end, this doesn't have its own sound, but it completes the sound of this last alphabet which has come before it.
Oh, fine. Okay.
If you know, some of you, if you know Hindi or Sanskrit grammar, there is a concept of each of the alphabet in Hindi or Sanskrit, Devanagari alphabet that you have. For example, if you have K, K is not a full alphabet. It is half K plus A. Together it becomes K. So
Okay.
I find little bit of similarity here from there. Okay. Like for example, here it is Je, and this doesn't have any sound here. This completes the sound of this alphabet Je.
Sure.
Okay. So at the end, the concept of that's, completion of this is there. Okay. The same pronunciation that you see in Hindi, it gets added with all the consonant and consonant half alphabet, and that alphabet becomes a full alphabet there. That way you can build up similarity to memorize these. Now, next thing to note is that when there is one single S between two vowel, okay, when there is a one single S between two vowels, it will always get pronounced as Z sound. Okay.
Okay.
When this S is at the end, it is not pronounced. When S is between two vowels, it will sound as Z. And when S is double, then it is always called as S. There is no Z sound like that. Never. Whether it is surrounded, both S is surrounded by two vowels or not, doesn't matter. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, as I was teaching you about OU, you've also seen U. Then similarly, there could be other concept also. There could be other combination also, right? There could be other combination of two vowels. Okay. For example, and A. Let's see, EA, right? And A. For example, if the combination is like this, or combination is like this, or combination is like this, combination is like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens with these kind of alphabet? Here there is three vowels together. You see? Three vowels together. Okay. Here there are two vowels together. Okay. So this two, A and U, A and U together gets pronounced as O.
Oh.
O.
Oh.
O. Okay. And here E and U will be pronounced as This one, this you'll find less, but this is pronounced as And this will EAU will pronounce as again O itself.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can make note of these different combinations. Okay. So there are other combinations also you'll find when we'll see later on as the words will come. We'll explain you about those combinations also. Okay. Now we'll see some combination of nasal sound here now. Okay. In Hindi, in English, we have, I don't know how much the concept of nasal sound you've learned. In Hindi grammar also there are nasal sound concept. In fact, it is defined in 2-3 ways. Like there are Anuswar and Chandrabindu and all those concepts are there. Harder nasal, lower, slow, softer nasal sounds and all. So here also we will note that in French, when there are EN, ON, AN, and IN, then it becomes little harder nasal sound. And when it is with M, it is little softer nasal sound, but both will give, all these will give nasal sounds with different vowels with N and different vowels with M. Okay. So EN will sound as
On.
ON. On. Okay. AN. Yes. IN. N.
How would you pronounce in? In.
So there is a word called INDE. And. And means India.
India.
Okay. And. So you see how this pronunciation is coming from here? And. You see, it is right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you will put
a nasal accent.
like this, you can, and closer sound is like this.
Oh.
Right? You
Yeah.
have this on, then
Oh.
on. Okay?
Okay.
When you have this ah, sound is ah, and then
Oh.
ah,
Oh.
right? When you have
Eh.
getting it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you familiar about these alphabets, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm easily able to associate this because Indian languages are phonetically quite complete language. So anything and everything can be phonetically pronounced and expressed through the alphabets. In other languages, in European languages, it is not phonetically complete language. For example, all these, we have in Indian languages, we have more vowels, right? We have 13 vowels in Hindi, Sanskrit, and Devanagari, right?
Yes.
So there are, and vowels are for what? Vowels are for expressing the sound of universe, basically. Okay, what happens? The sound of universe are captured like this. When you learned about science of phonetics, the sounds are going like so this is a universal sound. And all these, if you dissect it in different parts, like that it will go. Okay, this is how the phonetics of Indian languages were defined, and the alphabets, vowel alphabets, were defined. So this sound goes like this and comes down, and this is the universal sound. Okay, sound of universe. Now when you put that English alphabet, English vowels, you will not have it complete here in that 5 alphabets, right? All the sounds are not captured. Similarly, in French also, and other languages which are Latin based languages, all these sounds are not captured. So what they have done there, they have used some other ways of capturing those sounds. So what they have done, they have made a combination of vowels. Then there are 2 vowels, 3 vowels together. Then there will be some kind of sound captured. Then they have introduced the concept of accents, which I will be teaching you next. So they have introduced the concept of accents to compensate some of the vowels that we have, sounds of the universe that they had. So this way, other concepts have got introduced. Instead of getting the new vowels introduced, they have introduced some other things there to compensate it, right? So here, for us, it is little easier to relate because I can explain you through the Hindi grammar also, English grammar also, and French grammar also. So that's why I'm relating you, because you already know these, I mean, Hindi grammar also. Earlier in the childhood, you've learned. So I can easily relate for you, and it goes quite closer when we are pronouncing. It becomes easier for us to understand in that case, right?
Yes.
In English, all the sounds are not there exactly, right? In English, it becomes a little difficult to pronounce through what they have written exactly. For example, you've seen lots of words like CAT cat and BUT bird, right?
Yes.
BUT bat, but BUT but, right? It's not,
Yes. Yes.
it's not but or but, something like that. So there are many of these kind of flaws that you see, but here you will not see. In Indian languages, you will not see that kind of flaws of phonetics. But in French, they have tried to reduce those flaws. In Romance languages, they have tried to reduce those flaws. How? By introducing different things like diphthongs. The concept of diphthongs are there. Concept of these nasal sounds are there. Concept of these silent words and all those things are there. Then concept of accents are there. majorly with the accents. Okay, we will learn the accent next. I'm just clearing the drawing now, and we'll go further to see the sounds of these then. Okay. Now, this one you've seen the closer sounds with Chandra Bindu, but here these will be, I'm putting the little softer nasal sound, same with a, because is this alphabet is a sound, so this alphabet comes here similar to this. M is a simple, softer nasal. So
O.
similarly,
O.
right?
O.
Similarly,
O.
similarly,
O.
similarly,
In.
right?
E.
Right. So important, right? It goes little bit of half m sound. Remember half m sound. Okay.
Okay.
Important. So here it is half m. After this, some vowel will come. Then the sound of this will be complete as per the vowel, what is followed by, right?
O.
Right.
And here, this is also like this. If there is something important word, important. Okay. Ambience, omnipresence, right? Getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how the sounds will sound, right? Let me clear now these drawings. You can make note of these, okay? Because these all probably will be helpful when you are practicing later on. And then when you're putting it in the words, when you'll make longer sentences, all these slowly, if you start building up the base stronger like this, if you understand the concept, if you relate it, it will be very, very easy to pronounce bigger words and then full sentence also, right?
Okay.
Now, the next thing to learn is liaison. What is liaison?
The joining.
Liaison, as it names sounds, liaison is basically the relation of vowel with consonant, and how this relation we will see, not as nasal sound or something like that, but we will see somewhere where there are two words joining together. If the last word is ending with consonant and the next word is starting with a vowel, so the pronunciation of both the words will be together. Okay. For example, when this L is there, right? And after that, if you put S-O-N-T, L means she, and S-O-N-T means is. Okay, sorry, this is not plural. So here, I'm just, take this one. L, E-double-L-E-S, L. And after this, if you put son, okay, if you put son, right? So here it is a consonant and here it is a consonant. So tell me, guess, will there be a liaison formed here?
No.
No. Very good. And if we put here O-N-T instead of S-O-N-T, will there be a liaison formed here?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
So there will be a liaison formed here. Why? This word is ending with S,
Yes.
consonant, and this word is starting with a vowel, which is
Vowel.
O, right?
O. Yeah.
So what will happen? These two words, because of the liaison, will get pronounced now together. Okay?
Yeah.
These two words will get pronounced together. So what will happen? Now you imagine that both the words are together. It will be written separately only, but it will be pronounced together. So now think that in your mind, imagine that these two words are together.
Yes.
So how will you pronounce this?
Elizon.
Elzon.
Also,
E is not A, right? This is A, right?
Elizon. Yeah, Elzon.
Elzon, right?
also,
And what will be the
also,
pronunciation in this case?
Elson.
Elson. Why?
Because
Because
S is between, not between two vowels.
exactly. And even if you take it together, these two are two double S, right?
Yeah.
yes,
So it is
SS.
S sound, right?
Yeah.
So it will be Elson. And here
Elson.
it is S and followed by O, which is a vowel. And that when it becomes together, this S is what? Surrounded by two vowels.
Vowels.
One is this,
yeah,
another one is this. So this will be sounding as
Z,
Elson.
Z,
Z,
Elzon. Yeah. Z.
Elzon,
Elzon.
right?
also, yeah,
Yes.
okay,
Getting it?
yeah, yeah,
Now, similarly, let's take this example. Wu,
Wu.
huh?
Yeah.
Wu,
Woo,
Wu
Zap,
Zale. Let's see. Okay. There is.
Woo, Zaple,
So, ale is another word, which means
Have.
it's a verb. Okay. So, these are all subjects like Wu is you, el is they, feminine. So, and these are verbs basically. Okay. You will learn the
okay,
verb conjugation later on. This verb means to be, this verb means to have, and this verb is to go.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Wu, and then this is starting with ale, right? So, how will you pronounce
Okay.
it now?
Wuzale.
Vuzale. Très bien.
Wuzale,
Très bien.
Wuzale.
Très bien. So, you are pronouncing it Vuzale. Why? Because it is forming a
Liaison.
relationship, which is called liaison. Right?
Yeah.
Excellent. So now, will you find it difficult in these places wherever there is a liaison to pronounce?
No.
No. For that, what will you do? You will start reading French texts now, small texts. Okay?
Yes.
So
okay,
pick up small texts. Right now at this stage, as you are in the second class itself, it's not important to understand the meaning right away for all full sentence. What in this way you'll do is read out small sentences and words and try to fit all the learnings that you have done about the pronunciation of alphabets, pronunciation of all these silent words, silent alphabets, and rule of S, double S, and the nasal sounds, diphthongs, and the liaison. Okay? And then see
okay,
how it is coming. You may record your voice and again listen it again and see how you are doing it and are you doing it correctly. Okay, vis-a-vis what you have learned. Right?
Yes.
If you want a couple of sounds, you can also send it in our WhatsApp group and then we will see how it's coming. You put the text, you can put the sounds, and we'll see. And I can send the correction to you guys. Okay? The
Sure.
next concept is we have not learned anything about this. What is this new thing coming here? Minuscule. Minuscule, as the name sounds. Do you know the meaning of this word? Minuscule. It is used in English also now.
Small.
small,
Tiny.
Seldom, very less, right?
Very less. Yeah.
okay,
Seldom, very hardly used, very less used. Okay. So minuscule is hardly used alphabets, very less used alphabet. So this is a new, this is a extra alphabet that you'll find in French used. Alphabet or character, you can say. Basically, it's a combination of O, and E, but it is written together. Okay, this character is written together, right? So what happens here? How will you pronounce this? How will you pronounce this minuscule?
Oh,
No, you will pronounce it as, it has a different sound. You will pronounce it as
uh,
okay? So, so not exactly okay?
Okay.
Now let's see this pronunciation, how it is done in the words. Though this alphabet, this minuscule character is used very, very less, but there are a couple of very, very important words of life where we use it. I have listed down the most used words where this minuscule character is used. Okay? So
Okay.
remember these words by heart. You can practice it by writing a couple of times. Most very useful words. And then maybe few more you will find in your entire life and when you learn French. Okay?
Okay.
So I have not found more than 7, 8, 10 words with this. Okay? So let's pronounce these words now with this character alphabet. K,
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 S,
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 F,
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 F.
F,
You say, you might have heard the word oof, no?
Oof,
So this
yes.
is
F,
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 F. This is buff,
F,
buff,
F,
buff.
Buff,
This is oeuvre,
F,
oeuvre,
F,
Ever,
oeuvre. Okay,
Ever,
and this is œil,
E,
Oi,
œil.
A,
I,
Okay, in this word, you might have noted there is a and there is e. Why
E,
this is e sound is coming?
because
And
there's
why
an
this
I.
L is not pronounced? Now, have you noted that?
Yeah.
So after I, there is one more thing that you have to note here. After I, which is E in French, if there is a L or double L, okay, at the end, after I or E in French, not E in English, French E, which is written as I in English, if you find L alphabet or double L alphabet, both L or double L alphabet will become silent again. So this word will be pronounced only till E.
Oi,
Oi.
Oi. But
Okay?
just one doubt here. When
Yeah.
you're pronouncing he, it'll be il, right?
It is here, it is pronounced. Yes. This is kind of exception, you can say. There are a
Okay.
couple of them. Okay? But
Okay.
when you are having a bigger word, for example, I'll give you one more word. Let's see. Let me type it. For example, let's see one word. Oh, let me just delete this. This word, how will you pronounce it?
Fee.
Fee,
How will you pronounce it? Tell me.
Fee.
Fee,
Fee. Why?
Because double L is always pronounced as ear, right? Oh, sorry.
silent,
Yeah.
First thing, this E is silent, right?
Yes.
yes,
Right? Is silent here because it is at the end. Second thing, now double L is also silent because if it is followed by E,
I.
right?
E,
I or E in French, right?
Yes.
okay,
So now the pronunciation will remain only for these two alphabets.
Fee.
P. Now, P means girl, okay? Girl or daughter also. Some use. Now, this how will you pronounce?
Fee.
S will silent. L will also silent. C. Fee.
Okay. It should be fee, but thing is that it will become the same word, same pronunciation like that. I think maybe because of that or whatever reason, this will not be pronounced as fee. This is as exceptionally, it is pronounced as fees.
Fees.
Not
Fees.
L is again silent, but S is pronounced here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So in this, it is pronounced as fees. Okay.
Is
So this means son and this means daughter.
fee. Feels.
Yeah. P and fees, not fills. Huh? So
Yeah.
maybe to differentiate between, girl and boy, son or daughter, they have made this. Okay. So okay. So now you know this diphthong, this minuscule also, right? And then couple of words also here with this alphabet, right?
Yes.
Very good. So are you clear about all these concepts which are here, or do you have any question as of now?
No.
Okay. So you can go through it again. Again, you'll have recording also, and then you can go through the concept of all these. There are lots of things here, which are alphabets are silent, how it adds, the pronunciation of S, and nasal sounds. All these can have small separate lessons also, which I have tried to include in one lesson here. Now, what you can do is you can go through further. You can go through the video, you can try to put it in the sentence and words. And you can also, if you have got the grammar book already, you can go through that also, the concept of alphabets and all. If some more questions comes, next class again, you can come back, ask me, or even you can put in the WhatsApp in the message. Okay. And you can ask that. Okay.
Okay.
If you have further question, you can even put it on. You have the YouTube video now because I'm uploading all of them. So you can also write there also, so that if something is left out, I can reply there also. It will remain for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Anytime refer that, right?
Okay.
Now, the next concept again in the sound is the concept of accent or stress. As I was telling you earlier, the concept of accents are also introduced to probably compensate the sounds that we have, right? Sound system, the vowels that we have extra. We will see how it is similar in our languages, and then it will become easier also for you to understand how the sounds are similar, why it is important, how it has come, what differences it is making. All these different 5 accents we will learn one by one. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever it becomes too much for you, please just stop me there. We'll stop the class there and we will do it in the next class, because you'll require lots of practice also along with. Okay. This entire week, you'll require at least 5 to 10 hours of self-study. Okay.
Sure.
Self-study, practice, then again, bring out questions and all. Now, let's start with the stress accent called accent aigu. Can you put both of you as silent? So there is some background noise. For the
Okay.
time. Yeah. So whenever you have questions, then you can unmute and ask. Yeah. So first of all, we'll go ahead with accent aigu. Aigu, accent aigu is also called acute accent, not cute accent, acute accent. Okay. Acute accent, accent aigu. So what you will find this accent, accent aigu, which is like this, it goes like this in this direction, from down to up on the right side. It flows towards the right side from down to up. And this accent is used only and only on the vowel right? On the vowel Normally, the sound of this, what you write in English, in French, is a sound, right? But as soon as you put this accent, this will have little different sound, because that sound is naturally in the, through the vowel. We have not covered here in French, so we are bringing that sound here in existence, because those sounds are there in the words. You know why it is happening? Because see, every language first, it is originated or it is started in the spoken form, and written form always has come later on. So written form always, it has been developed and grammar has developed, and then rules are developed and all, and then wherever there is a writing system, wherever it is found, how to fit the sound there, how to make the rule there, so that it becomes easier for people to learn. Now, in this accent, what happens? Accent aigu, acute accent. It is only and only on alphabet. And all these accents, when you learn the concept, these are all basically to change a little bit of sound of vowels only, or there is some relation of these accents on or with the vowels only, because there only you are making the difference in the universal sound. And once these accents will go, and these vowels along with the accents will go with the consonant, it will again make difference in the pronunciation of the full word itself. So coming back to the accent aigu, when you put this on when you put this accent, it will be pronounced as a. Okay, elephant, elephant, bébé, été, café, poésie, créer. Getting it? So how it is? What happened here? If you take the sound similar, it is the sound A, right? You remember in French, we don't have A sound, right? In the vowels. Vowels are not pronounced as A. In English, we have A alphabet as the first one, but in French, it is A. Is A. It becomes, this becomes A as soon as you put an accent like this. You put an accent, this.
Just one doubt here. So
Yes.
when you put the accent, so the last letters also would be pronounced for elephant, like elephant.
Elephant.
Okay, bébé,
Bébé.
été,
Yes,
and
you
then
are correct. As soon as this accent is put on this doesn't remain a normal This forms a different alphabet now. Okay, this becomes not, this doesn't remain a. This changes to this
A.
A. That means the rule of will not be applied in this.
Yeah.
So that means if this is there at the end of the word, this will be pronounced completely.
Oh, okay.
Got
Like
it?
the previous rule is not applicable. Like
Previous rule
that.
will not applicable. It has changed now. It is changed now.
Okay.
With the
Okay.
use of accent, this become a completely new transformed, vowel, you can say. It is
Fine.
not exactly it is not defined as a vowel, but with the use of accent, the sound, completely new sound has formed. And there is a new rule. There is no other rule of previous, which is normally applied on right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Many of times you will find that after this A, there is E again at the end. So this most of the time is put to make this word as feminine word, from masculine to feminine. Or this will be denoting that it is a feminine word. If it is ending with only E accent, it is not a feminine word. It will be a masculine word. Okay, this is also one of the things that you can memorize, a quick kind of thing. Okay, because in French, what happens when you have normal E at the end of any of the word, 60 to 70% time, it will be a feminine word. Okay.
Yeah.
The gender will be feminine of the word. One more thing I'm just telling you, which is similar to Hindi, it will make your life easy, that in French, all the nouns are either masculine or feminine. There is no third, fourth genders. It is defined under only two genders. Whether it is things or person, it comes under two genders only, similar to Hindi, Sanskrit, and Indian languages. Right? But in English, there are other genders also, and in some language also, there could be other genders. Here is only two genders, it is defined, and everything and every person comes under that. Right?
Yes.
Now here, as you've seen, this makes the pronunciation. Now both of you, let's try to practice once pronouncing these words.
Elephant.
Elephant.
So AN
Elephant.
will be.
See,
Okay.
it is right? You remember last slide what I've taught? What will be the pronunciation of
Yes.
this?
Ah.
Not
Elephant.
an it is not, it is not en, it is right?
Yes.
Okay.
Elephant.
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 Very good. Bebe.
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 Ete.
Bebe.
Café.
Cafe.
Cafe.
Poésie.
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 Créer.
Créer.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So, any doubt in this? Accent aigu?
No.
Where
No.
will you put accent aigu?
On E.
Uh,
On
Yeah, in French it is on right? Alphabet. Okay. How it will change the meaning of the alphabet or the pronunciation of the alphabet?
A.
It changes to A.
From to A, right?
A.
Yeah.
And how it will, further difference, what all further differences are there between these and with accent aigu?
So they will be feminine words.
Most of them, if it is, I think not most, I mean, in fact, all of them with E accent will be a masculine word. If you put, if you add another E at the end, or if it is added, you've seen, then it is most likely feminine word. All the words with E at the end or at the end in French is not feminine. 60, 70, or 80% will be there. Okay. For masculine, feminine, we will learn further in the next class about how you can define nouns between masculine and feminine, or how you can recognize them. We'll learn those rules later on in the next class. Okay. But here I'm just giving you a hint that 70%, 80% times when a alphabet is there at the end. For the beginner level students, I'm just saying, you can consider it as a feminine word, but there are exceptions. For example, there is a word called livre, L-I-V-R-E, livre. Livre means book.
Book.
And it is not a feminine word. It is a masculine word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it? So this is an, we'll learn about this in the next class. Masculine, feminine, nouns we will learn next class. Right now, we will concentrate on the sound, okay, or pronunciation. So if you're clear about this accent, we'll move to the next accent. Okay?
Okay.
Next accent is accent grave. Grave accent. Accent grave. Accent grave is put on 3 different vowels. A, and U. All these 3 vowels, you will find this accent grave. Now, remember that again, even if it is put on the 3 vowels or voyelles in French, the difference of the sound is only on a alphabet. So if you find this accent on a and u, pronunciation wise or sound pronunciation wise, it will not change. With or without accent on a, it will pronounce as same. With or without accent grave on u, it will pronounce same. But why we have put it? Because it will mean different. Both when you put it without accent or accent, the meaning of that word will be different. Okay? But when you put this accent on a alphabet, it will change to a. It will change to what? Quite similar to like this, a.
A.
Okay? Not a, but a. Huh? So softer one, a, little bit higher, little bit deeper one, a. Frère, frère, père, mère, crème, crème. Okay? Frère, père, mère, crème. Okay? Crème. So do you see the difference? When you are not putting a and when you are putting this accent?
It's more expanded.
Yes. Little expanded, but a sound, right? Not a sound. Okay? So here they are trying to cover that these 2 alphabet, A and A alphabet in Hindi, they are trying to cover up, you can say. It's not defined, but I'm able to connect it because I see both the grammar and both the pronunciation alphabets. So that's why I'm creating a relation there for all of you. You can easily grab that concept. Now, as I explained you, in these 2 cases, both will be pronounced as a and a only. Right? Both will be a only, right? Both will be oo only. Both will be la only, la. Right? So when we did, these are pronounced same, but why they're putting it? They are putting it because both will have different meaning. This means a means two. When there is an accent, it means two or that. Okay, this is a preposition. And this are is a verb, conjugated form of to have verb, avoir verb. This means to have. With ill form, it is used like a. Okay. Now, similarly, these two, one will mean where and another one will mean or. So this means where and this means or. Getting it?
Okay.
Yes.
Now, similarly, this la with accent will mean there.
There.
Okay, there, there. Okay, u with accent was where, la with accent was is
There.
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 Okay, and this la without an accent is an article in French for a feminine word. The, it means the. Okay, the girl, la fille. Okay, we will learn
Okay.
about articles in the next chapter. I'm just giving you the meaning, why, how it is different, not in terms of the pronunciation, but in terms of the meaning. In case this article, this accent is used apart from a. Got it? Now, how will you pronounce this word? Last.
Très.
Très.
Her.
Très. So, whenever you have this T or D or P followed by R, means direct after consonant, directly if the R is there, R sound is there, then instead of the, in Hindi, you have what? You have for the softer one is the, the, right?
Yeah.
So you leave this one, you leave this one, you put here r, th.
Three. Three.
Otherwise, it will be the sound. But in case whenever there is R followed, it will be khe in that case.
Très.
Now, if it is, let's see, PRES, what will be? Let's see. Khe.
Très.
It is not be pre, it will be khe.
Khe.
But for, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Très.
So it is khe. Okay.
Très.
If it is, let's see, similarly, there is which. So if it is, let's see here, you see this.
Très.
So it is not kre, it is khe.
Très.
Khe.
Okay.
It is not, we are not using ka, we're using kha.
Kha.
Khe.
Hey.
Khe.
Très.
Right? Getting it?
Okay. Yeah.
So always make this change in the sound in your mind and then pronounce it. Be good. Got it?
Yes.
So how clear is your concept of this accent aigu and accent grave now?
Graph.
Yeah, I've understood this.
Very good. Now that you understood both of them, now again from beginning, try to pronounce this one and this one, all of them.
Okay.
Start.
Elephant.
Elephant,
Elephant.
Elephant. Bébé.
bébé,
Bebe.
été,
Été.
Été. Café.
Café.
café,
Poésie.
Poésie.
poésie,
Cré.
cré,
Hey.
not cré, cré, because there is two.
Cré. Okay.
Cré.
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 Frère. Frère.
Frère.
Père.
Frère.
Air, right?
Père.
Frère.
Yeah.
Père.
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 Mère.
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 Crème.
Crème.
A.
Et.
A.
A.
No A.
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 Ou.
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 La.
Ou.
La.
La.
La. Près.
Très.
Cré.
Très.
Près.
Très. Très or très. Either. So you guys have not asked me what is the meaning of these words. Do you know already?
I know a few of them.
Okay, go ahead.
Elephant is elephant.
Okay,
Bebe is
Baby.
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 Uh,
What's
it
that?
is that or this, right?
No, ete is summer.
Summer. Okay.
Hmm.
Summer. Cafe is cafe.
Cafe is coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay. Poesie. I don't know what is poesie.
Poesy.
Poesie.
Poesy is poem.
What is it?
Sorry.
Poem.
Comb.
Poem.
Okay.
Poetry.
Okay.
Poem.
Okay. Poem. Okay.
How do
And
you pronounce poem?
poem.
Uh,
Poem.
poem, not poem. Huh?
Okay.
Poem
Poem.
or poetry. Okay.
Poetry. And khe, I think it's something to eat, right?
No, khe is created. It's a past
Created.
tense of create. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Khe.
Yeah. Okay. Created. Then
I
khair
don't know.
is brother.
Frère. Frère means brother.
Père means father.
Père means father.
Mère
Okay.
means mother.
Mère means mother.
Crème means cream.
Cream.
Then
Ah.
mm, yeah.
Ah.
One
Ah,
is an article and the other one is at.
Yeah. First one with accent is to or at.
To or at, and the other one is an article.
No,
Then
no. Ah is
where?
without accent is not an article. Ah is a verb.
verb. Okay.
You have verb.
Okay.
A
Okay.
verb.
It's a verb. Then oo. I I know oo is there.
No. U
No,
is
where?
there.
Where? Where?
There.
Where?
Yeah.
Without the accent is a verb.
Without the accent is a, not a verb. It's a preposition or.
Where? Or okay.
Or
La
okay.
is there
There.
There.
with the accent, and la is the in French
Yes.
without the accent.
Correct. Perfect.
And
The
très is three.
No.
Un,
Très means
dos,
very.
very. Okay, then what is un, dos?
Très means very.
What is number three then?
Trois.
Qua. Okay.
Trois. Trois. Again,
How do you spell that?
Wow.
Trois. Trois.
Troi. Okay, qua. Okay, I got très.
The trois. We'll learn about that further.
Yeah.
This is très. I was using in between a word, I mean, phrase très bien, right?
Very good. Yeah.
Very good. So très is very,
Très bien.
bien is good. Very good. Très bien. Clear now? These two?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So we'll go next. We'll learn the third one also and then we'll end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure.
other two we'll learn next class.
Yes. No problem.
Great. Okay.
Okay. The third one is called accent circumflex. Circumflex accent. It's a ground kind of, right? It goes up and comes down. Also, you can, some people to memorize it is also they call it chapeau. Chapeau is hat. So it's like chapeau, right?
Okay.
This is called circumflex. Accent circumflex. Circumflex flex is basically this accent that you will find from on those words which has, I was telling you about a YouTube video on our link where you'll find, effect of English language on French or French language on English, something like that. During the time when French people ruled England, some part of England, southern part. So many of the words from English has come to French, many of words from French gone into English. Also, this transition happened many times during the time, starting from 12th, 13th century onwards, as the language developed properly and the literature developed a lot. So you will find many words, French words in English. For example, many of the words are used as it is in English. For example, RSVP, you've seen this, right? You've seen this on the
Yes. Yeah.
cards, marriage cards. Remember?
Yes. Yes. RSVP.
RSVP is quite frequently used on the cards, on marriage cards or invitation cards or something like that. People use it. People don't know what is the meaning, right? What is the meaning? Or what is the elaborated form of it?
A VP means to respond.
Yeah, it's basically respond, but it has a full form. It is in French. Répondez, s'il vous plaît.
Respond, please.
Yes, s'il vous plaît, you learned yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, please.
SVP, right?
Yeah,
SVP
Répondez,
is
s'il
s'il
vous
vous
plaît.
plaît. And R
s'il
is
vous
for
plaît.
répondez. So it is become in a short form. It become RSVP. Huh? RSVP. Répondez, s'il vous plaît. Okay. Very frequently used, right?
Yes.
So similarly, there are so many words. So many words. All the words that you will find, let's see, the adverb words which are like ending with "ly," finally, socially, politically, financially, capitally, or on all these, not capitally, financially, okay, politically. All these words in French, if you find these words, you will find that there is similar words there also with little different endings. Huh? Socially becomes socialement. Huh? Politically is little different, but for example, um, finally, finalement, right?
Okay.
So these changes like that. Then there are also words called, let's see, the concept of capitalism, socialism. These are also pronounced quite similarly. Socialism, capitalism. Okay. So all these are coming directly in French. And many of these concepts actually were also generated in France. Many of these words, these systems were also generated in France in the literary movement as well in the social movements. And then it has gone to different parts of worlds. Okay. During the 18th, 19th century, lots of political concepts were also formed there. Then it has gone to different places. And it has gone into different languages also. So when you watch that video, as well as you'll watch some other, learn about some other, development of the language and culture, you'll find lots of effects among these two languages. Now, why I'm giving this relevance here? Because this accent particularly, the accent circumflex, is basically put on those words where you'll find the origin words are there even in English. And it has come here in French. Let's see. There is an English word for this is forest.
Forest.
And when it has come into French, S is disappeared. And then there is an accent put there. And that accent is circumflex accent. And thus this word become forêt.
Forêt.
Forêt. Okay. So this accent is pronounced as a. Not a, not a. Okay. Forêt. It goes up and down, comes down, sounds like that. Okay. Forêt. Okay. Then again, as I told you, on this accent is used on all these five vowels, except Y. It is used on all different 5 vowels. But again, except for mainly on where it goes as air, Otherwise, for all other alphabets, it hardly makes any change of the pronunciation of those vowels. Okay. So we'll see that, but it is where it is coming. It is coming on all those words where you'll find that S is disappeared